Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're well. Okay, so I want to talk to you about something that I've mentioned online many times, okay? And I've coached a few people through this who are addicted to their partner, but I love them, but I love them, but I love them. Some of them have said they've told their partner, narcissistic partner, you're going to have to leave me because I don't have the strength to leave you. And I've said this so many times, so it just needs to be a video. um, the person that you fell for does not exist. The person that you fell for does not exist. That is a facade. That is smoke and mirrors. That is glitter and stars or whatever. It's just not, it's not real. That is not who they are. That is the bait they used to pull you in. So basically, you fell in love with a ghost. You fell in love with a cartoon character. You fell in love with someone who just doesn't exist. They don't exist. That person isn't real. Do y'all remember, and I know you will remember, I'm keeping an eye on him. I know you'll remember Jessica Rabbit. That girl has some curves on her that'll make a grown man pass out. She had a figure on her that wasn't playing, but she's not real. Yeah, she's hot. Yeah, she's sexy. She got curves, more curves than the Missouri River. But the reality is she's not real. So it would not make any sense whatsoever to fall in love with her, to try to get in contact with her, to try to have a relationship with her, to fall in love with her. Do you see where I'm going with this? Well, being in love with the narc is no different. It's the same. It's the same. You're in love with something that's not real. Let me say that again. You are in love with something that's not real. And they want you, the goal is to get you to fall for them. The goal is to make you fall in love with that character because they know inevitably at some point they're going to show who they truly are. And once they show who they truly are, you're going to be thrown, and over time you're going to start withdrawing your emotions. They know that. So I need you to fall for me hardcore. I need you to fall for me like you fell off the roof of a skyscraper building. I want you to fall that hard for me because when I show my true colors, I need you to be so in love that you still stay. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter how many times I've cheated, no matter how many times I kept my money to myself, even though we supposedly in a relationship, my money is my money and your money is my money. And if I could get you to drive so that I could save gas in my car, hey, cool. And I've been through that. Disgusting. And this was before prices went that high. Okay. Anyway, so, I mean, selfishness is just so disgusting. It's just so, ew. So absolutely disgusting. Selfishness. Anyway, and when I'm hardcore to you, and I don't care what you've been through, and you're having a really anyway, you're having a hard time with labor, and it's a difficult delivery and a difficult pregnancy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't care. In fact, you need to hurry up with this because the football game comes on in about 2 hours. So you need to speed this up. I mean, it can't be that much pain, is it? You're going to have to suck that up, which makes the woman who's having a baby want to kill the man. What do you mean it can't be that bad? A lot of men can't even handle having the common cold, and you think her pushing a human being out of her body is supposed to be as easy as sneezing? You must have fell and bumped your freaking head. Anyway, and women are horrible too. And I'm gonna tell you what this guy said, and to me it was kind of scary in a way, because his mindset is in the wrong place because he was manipulated so hard, right? So he basically said that he is sexually uh um what, how could I describe, super into his wife sexually, and cannot loves her so much, cannot bear the idea of her being intimate with another man should they break up. Okay, I got news for you. If she's a narcissist, she's already been intimate with other men. Moving right along. Um, it's not like I've said a million times. I'll say it a million times more because people like to think I'm man bashing. If you know me, you know that's not true. Number one. Number two, I've said a million times narcissism is not a gender thing, it's a person thing. Let me say that again. It is not a gender thing, it is a person thing. Women are just as brutal and as nasty and as hateful and as sneaky as male narcissists. It makes no difference, zero difference to gender, okay? It could be a plant in a relationship with another plant. Regardless, okay? It makes no difference. That's totally not the point. It's the disorder, not the gender. So move right along. So he can't fathom the idea of her being with another man should they break up. And I'm thinking he doesn't have the strength to leave her because he's so in love. I said, you're not in love, you're trauma bonded. That's not really something people want to hear. They rather go off on you. You don't know nothing about how I feel, and I know what love feels like. And bah, bah, bah. You are trauma bonded, and this is what I told him. I said, you are trauma bonded, and you are sexually addicted to her. Female narcissists use sex to make men weak. You know why they do that? Because it works. Now, it doesn't work with every man. There are some men who are players, so they will do you upside down and have you drop from the ceiling, or he jumps off the dresser in his cheetah underwears and swings on a swing from the dresser and lands right on top of his woman and all this. He's going to do all of that with you. But when he's not going to be, if he's a player, he's not going to be bonded to you because of that, because he got a whole bunch of other women he's doing that with. So there's only certain men that are going to be prone to be addicted to that. And that's going to be men with open hearts, men who, when they love hard, men who are not as afraid of their emotions. They're not afraid to fall for someone and be vulnerable to her. While narcissistic women choose men like that. They can sniff them out of a crowd. They can sniff them out of a crowd. So they just have an innate ability to find men like that. Okay. And like I said, you're trauma bonded to this person. You are emotionally and sexually addicted to them. It is similar, not the same, but similar to Stockholm syndrome, where this person kidnaps you and they held you in the basement against your will and they beat you up and they almost killed you and they made you pass out on purpose and they sexually assaulted you many, many, many times, and they fed you if and when they felt like it. And if you're lucky, you'll get a shower once a week. And they just held you in against your will, kidnapped you, and held you for months and months and months. And then the cops finally got hip to it, and they arrested this person, and you bonded with them, and you're like, please don't arrest him. He really didn't mean to do the awful things that he did do. Please don't arrest him. He really he treated me well at times. He's not that bad of a person, or whatever the case is. So that is Stockholm syndrome. And yes, it is a real thing, and yes, it does happen. Therefore, they, came up with that name. So it's just bizarre because when people get a divorce and they've had enough of each other, they're like, you know what? Do you? Good luck. I wish you the best. We did have some good times, but bye. Okay, I don't care who you involved with because we ain't together no more, no way. But if you're at the point where if you if and when you break up, you can't handle the idea of that person be with somebody else, your mind is not on the usual page. There's something deeper going on. And like I said, women will find men who have an open heart, who are soft in their spirit, and they will deliberately manipulate those men that will give them the best sex of their life, promise them the sun, the moon, and the stars. And then when she gets tired, because they always get tired of you, okay? They always get tired of you. And when they do, it's a done deal, and there's nothing you could do to bring them back. They've disconnected, they've cut the cord. So, the person, I love them, but whoa, 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 whoa. That's not love, that's trauma bonding. And here's another thing. What are you looking at? Here's another thing. So if you imagine a sandwich, there's good, bad, and good. 2 slices of bread, and you have the middle part, right? Good, bad, good. That's the sandwich that narcissists give all of their victims. We're going to have great times because I want you to remember them. And then we're going to have crappy times. And then we're going to have good times again because I am twisting your brain. Twist, 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 twist. I'm twisting your brain because I want you addicted to the good times. So when I show my behind and act a fool, all you remember is the good times and you crave the good times. So then I will breadcrumb you with more good times here, there, and everywhere before I show my ass again. And I'm going to do it over and over and over again until I have your brain scrambled like eggs. The brain is a sensitive thing because if you're not strong in your spirit, you will let your brain take you far and beyond where you should be mentally. And see, people who are predators know that. They know if they toy with you enough, you won't know which end is up. You will bottom out. You will go into depression. You will become anxious. You will be worried about your weight. And my partner told me I'm not attractive. And am I ever going to find anybody? And the narcissist person will say, well, you're lucky I even like you. What? And it's all to scramble your head and make you, and to create self-doubt. Okay? So there's something else I was going to tell you. The good, the bad, and the good. Stockholm Syndrome, which is basically trauma bonding, a form of trauma bonding. What else? There was something else. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, so that's it regarding that. Once you realize, so anyway, yeah, I can't remember, but so you basically fell in love with a fictional character. You fell in love with a cartoon. So once you realize that your emotions are not for a real person, it's a fake person the nice person that they pretended to be, then that should help you recover emotionally from your connection to them because you connected to someone who doesn't exist. Okay? You've connected to someone who is the equivalent of a cartoon character. All right? So, anyways, I have an issue with the lens of my eye. That's the reason I got my sunglasses to wear over my glasses, because my lens in my eyes are gradually changing. So let that be a warning to everybody. If you do not wear sunglasses, you need to start wearing them, and you should have been wearing them for many years. I didn't know that, or else I would have taken that a lot more seriously. I didn't realize the damage that sun can do to your eyes. I never even give it a second thought. Your parents don't tell you that. Nobody tells you that as an adult. You find out when it's a problem. Okay? When you go to your doctor, your eye doctor, and they dilate your pupils so they put you up to the machine and they can look inside and see your lens. And I asked the doctor, how do you know it's deteriorating? And she said, well, it'll turn like a slight yellowish color, and it just doesn't, your images won't be as sharp anymore. So even on cloudy days, believe it or not, you can still be exposed to sun. So even if it's cloudy, if I remember, knock on wood, if I remember, I will wear my sunglasses because you get like, I don't remember the percentage. I want to say you still get 90% of sun coming through the clouds on a cloudy day. Um, and that may sound ludicrous, cloudy day, right? It's actually true. I've gone to the beach on a cloudy day and I got a tan. I got a tan. And when I got back to the house and I looked at my skin, it was different. It was darker and I'm going, but it was cloudy today. It doesn't matter. The sun reflects off of the clouds. So the clouds are super reflective. So it bounces that UV light regardless of the cloud and, being cloudy. So, yeah, wear your sunglasses, people. Take it seriously. Uh, take it seriously, okay? She said it'll be like 20 years or so before they're so bad that it requires surgery. But if I could slow it down even more than that, hey, that's what I'm going to do. All right, guys, much love and take care. Bye.